Today we are in the community of Rangeview, which is in southeast Calgary. We're gonna be looking at 2 front garage homes, 3 laned homes, and 1 townhouse. From the point of shooting this video, the builders have just dropped their prices and they're offering crazy incentives right now. So if you're looking to purchase a brand new home, there's definitely gonna be some gems in this video for you. We're gonna be going through all of the show homes. We're gonna be walking through the neighborhood. This neighborhood is a garden to table concept. So they have a community greenhouse. They have a field for planting crops. They have an orchard actually. This is a apple tree right here. We're also gonna show you where it is on the map. And then we're gonna break down all the current pricing for these homes in this community. So let's get into the first home right now. So this home is called the Dahlia by Bay West Homes. We're looking at 2,259 square feet. Coming in off of the garage, they have the garage set up as the show home, as the show office right now. I'm really liking this black and white checkered flooring. That's super cool. You got the built-in right there you can sit on, and then you're hit with a butler's pantry right away. You got a microwave in here, lots of counter space, and then over this way, there's a 2-piece bathroom right here. And then this will be the office area. Definitely secluded once you're in this office. There's a little tiny window letting in some natural light, but hey, if you're getting down to it and you're working hard, you don't really want too many distractions. So I kind of like that there's just a little window in this office. This would be the main entrance of the house. Let's see, how big is this closet? It's not a huge closet, but it's a decent size. And then as you head into the main part of the house, nice big open concept. You got the kitchen right away on the right-hand side. I'm liking the earthy colors in this house. It's definitely pulling from the whole vibe of the Rangeview, garden to table, modern farm life vibe. Nice black accents too to go into this kitchen. Decent size island, not too shabby. You got your fridge, and then over here is your dining room area. Lots of room for a nice big table. And then off from your dining room, you got these massive sliding doors in here with a nice deck at the back of the house. Your living room area, which is this massive ceiling. It's gotta be probably, I don't know, 20 feet at least all the way to the top. So you have this huge fireplace feature right smack in the middle of this living room. Definitely makes it feel really luxurious with the chandelier as well. 2 big windows letting in all that natural light. You could see off to the prairie farmland off in the distance. We'll save the upstairs for a minute. Head down to the basement. So it is developed down here. I like this railing and this glass door to the side of the house. Just pulls in a little bit more lighting. As soon as you come down here, you got this big, huge open rec room area. Looks like they have it set up for all of their different selections for design down here. So if you get a home with Bay West, you come down here to the dungeon and you go over all the details. You get down to it, you get down to the nitty gritty, what colors you want, what tiles, all that fun stuff. And then you have a nice little wet bar right here with a wine fridge. At the back of the house, you have good sized bedroom in here, decent sized window too. And then the front of the house now, full size bathroom down here, which is nice to have an extra bathroom down in the basement. So we'll head up to the top floor now. Right away, you're hit with a bonus room. They got a massive sectional setup in here. Really liking the carpets, nice and squishy. Wall for your TV right there. What's over this way? This is the primary suite. We'll save that for a second. I like the looks of that so far, just peeking in. And then you got the laundry room to the left, big front load washer and dryer. You got some shelves here, put all your clothes, stay nice and organized. Good sized bathroom. And then at the front of the house, you have the first bedroom. They got this set up as a nursery. All right, this is nice in here. Very inviting. Dual windows right there. Second bedroom. This is for your older kid. Dual windows as well, the double windows. Let's check the closets. Not bad. Not walk-in closets in this bedroom, but that's okay. Definitely get a lot out of this square footage. And then now the primary bedroom. Wow, I like how when you come in, you're not in the bedroom right away. You have the walk-in closet here on the left-hand side. Good size walk-in closet. And then we'll save the ensuite for the end. Here's the bedroom. Decent sized bedroom. The window is a decent size in here. It's not huge. It's not a massive bedroom, but because you have the bonus room smack in the middle of the house, you're kind of losing out on a little bit of square footage. And I think actually this primary ensuite takes up a little bit of this square footage because it is pretty big in here considering the size of the house. You got the dual vanity right here, floating tub, and then the shower. I like the shower. This is definitely luxurious with the bench right here too. I like this. So let's pull up trusty Google Maps now and show you guys exactly where a Rangeview is. So Rangeview is in southeast Calgary, and you're right on the far corner of the city. So here in southeast Calgary, you got Copperfield, you got Mahogany, you got Auburn Bay, you got Seton. And so it's definitely a very highly populated neighborhood. But with that, at least because none of the amenities are really built in Rangeview yet, neighboring communities will have a lot of things that you can get to really easily. So for example, in Mahogany, there's a whole bunch of different stores and grocery stores and nice restaurants, coffee shops, all sorts of nice things in Mahogany. Seton, on the other hand, they call it the downtown of the southeast because it's got a VIP movie theater. The South Health campus hospital is right there. Everything that you need as far as groceries or life in general is literally within a 5-minute drive of Rangeview. So that's super nice. I will say though, because this area of the city is so densely populated with all these new communities, if you're traveling into downtown Calgary as a commute Monday to Friday, you're definitely going to run into quite a bit of traffic on Deerfoot, or just in general, there's going to be more traffic around this area. And that's why it's so important to reach out to us, because that way you can tell us a couple things that you do like and a couple things that you don't like. So I'm going to put our information right here. Give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, book your one-on-one private consultation with us, and we'll walk you through the map and make sure that we get really dialed in on which neighborhood you're gonna like, and more importantly, which neighborhood you're not gonna like, because we definitely don't want you moving to the wrong area. So Rangeview has a community greenhouse where essentially anyone that lives in the community can come and either plant some crops or maybe partake in it. I don't know if they have things for sale, but let's go have a look. Here's the greenhouse right here. Still under construction. This community's pretty new, so there's a lot of construction still going on. They got townhouses on the other side of the street. Wow, okay. This is pretty cool. Got a bunch of different crops in here. Really nice. Looks like there's some tomatoes right here. Super cool that this is just right in your community. They got a little lounge area too. You can have a seat. See what's on this side over here. Looks like there's a lot more tomatoes over here as well. So if you like the whole garden to table concept and you really like gardening, planting your own fruits and vegetables, you got to check out this community. This is kind of like the center courtyard of the community, and they got like a one-way street on either side. So on this end over here, it goes one way this way, and on the other side it goes one way this way. Looks like there's a fence around it right now, but they have a little kids play area too. Some climbing blocks, and then a little tree fort as well. This is Butterfly Park. How you doing, guys? Good. It's gorgeous out. Well, it looks like they got an apple tree here too. So they have an orchard as well. That's neat. Some little tiny apples there. A lot of stuff growing in this community. So if you have a green thumb, This is the place to be in Calgary. Seating area over here. Looks like they have some lights up top too, so it's probably nice and lit up at nighttime. On a nice warm Calgary summer's evening. Well, it's not warm that often in the evening here, but you can take a nice stroll through here with the lights and smell the flowers in the garden. This is a super unique kids playground too. Definitely keeping to the farm vibe here. Check that out. Wow, that's awesome. They got the tractor as well. If you got kids, they're gonna love this park. Just over that way is where the other garden is. So we'll head on over there, see what's going on. What a gorgeous sunny day here in Calgary. That's definitely one of the reasons why Stephanie and I moved to Calgary from Toronto. It's just like all the sun that you get here. I think we're supposed to get like 333 days of sun. You wouldn't think it lately. We've had a ton of rain in July, which was very unusual for Calgary, but most days here in Calgary are like this. A little bit cloudy, but lots of sun, big skies. Definitely keeps your mood boosted, that's for sure. They have a bunch of paths just like this that are kind of around the outer perimeter of the community. Definitely makes you feel like you're kind of just in the middle of the prairies. Well, it looks like I've gone the wrong way. It's just over here, but I'm gonna be a little naughty and hop over this fence. Thankfully it's not too tall. How you doing, buddy? Good, man. I'm just doing a video on the community. Oh, look at that.
You're not particularly scared of us. Like, you can stand around here and they're not gonna get mad at you.
Right. What do you guys do with the honey?
Keeper comes through here every once in a while.
Oh, no way.
Takes it out, gives it away.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
It's nothing too crazy, but it's nice to have them here. They're
cool.
Surprisingly dormant. Personally, I'm afraid of bees.
Yeah, I'm a little, I know.
Get mad at me until I came here with a weed whacker once.
Wow. Can anybody in the community just come and plant crops, or how does that work?
Well, we personally, the HOA ourselves, take care of all of this. So
okay.
We do all the planting, growing and stuff. And then we take it back to our greenhouse where we'll have events every month. You can come through, pick up some stuff, sign off.
That's awesome, man. Nice.
And get some cucumbers, potatoes, whatever you're looking for.
Sweet, dude. You said there was corn over there too?
These taller stalks you see here.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have things like onions in here, garlic along this side.
Okay.
So we've got everything in here that we can grow in a field. And then
right.
In the greenhouse we have things like strawberry.
Right. Yeah, I went over to the greenhouse a little earlier. That was pretty neat too. So when will these guys be ready? Like
around fall.
Probably
mid-October they'll be
nice.
box for us.
That's awesome, man.
And then we have a few more plants over here. These are sunflowers. Just look pretty. And sunflower seeds are always
yeah.
People.
Right.
So there's that too. And then soon we'll be finishing this area up and we'll be putting in a whole patio to put these picnic tables on so people can come through.
Oh, right. So this is just kind of temporary right now, but I guess you'll have it all nice and set up.
Yep. Even just in between these stakes here is going to be a big concrete patch to put things on.
Okay.
The whole idea of this garden is it's called the demo garden, demonstration garden.
Okay.
It's more meant to teach the people in our area, in our community, how to grow food themselves, so that one day, hopefully, they'll all be able to grow their own food. This is called the Lariat 2 by Daytona Homes. This is a 3-story home and it's 2,306 square feet. This would be your main entrance. You got a good sized area to take off your shoes, your cowboy boots, stuff like that. There's a closet right over here to the left. And then to further left of me, this is actually where you would come in from the garage. So this is the mudroom area. They got some nice tile on the floor right here. And then you have a pantry area here, and then we'll come on into the main area of the house now. As soon as you come in, you're hit with the kitchen right away on the left. Nice and bright and white in here. Big size island. On the right hand side, you have the dining room area here. Lots of room for a nice big table.
built-in niche right here, a big sliding glass door here to a nice private deck at the back of the house. And then here is the living room now. You got the vaulted ceilings in the living room, and then nice modern looking fireplace. It's definitely nice and cozy in here, that's for sure. We'll head down to the basement now. Thought there was someone down here, but it's actually the TV talking. Huge separate kitchen right here. Definitely liking the earthy colors going on. At the back here, you have the laundry room, stackable washer and dryer, some racks to hang up your clothes. Here's your living room area. Good sized living room. And then you got your full size bathroom right here. And then this is a 1-bedroom. So you got a nice big bedroom in the back of the home. Nice big window to let in that natural light. So as soon as you come up to the second floor now, you got a bonus room to the right here. It's definitely sectioned off. It's its own wing of this floor. You have engineered hardwood floors on the bottom. I like this feature wall here with the ledge. This looks like it's the primary bedroom, so we'll leave that for a minute. Then we got a nice big full-size bathroom in here. Lots of depth to that. And then here's your laundry room, washer and dryer, some built-in shelving. And then you got a couple bedrooms here at the front of the house. This is bedroom number 1. A little bit of closet space, not that much, but it works. And then bedroom number 2, here we go. Same size closet as well. The dual windows at the front of the house. And then at the back of the house now, this is where all the magic happens. Nice earthy vibe going on in here. We got the chandelier as well for the romance. And then here's the primary ensuite now. So the primary ensuite segues to the walk-in closet at the back. You got the dual vanities going on, floating bathtub, stand-up shower, toilet, and then here's your walk-in closet right at the back of the ensuite. So this is unique. You don't see too many front garage homes with 3 levels above grade. So we'll see what this looks like now. Wow. All right, I like this. This is really cool. They have the chessboard set up. They have a built-in seat that goes from one end to the other of this one wall with a nice window. I could pass out right there on that seat, no problem. And then over here, you have a wet bar going on. So you have sink, wine bar. There's no bathroom up here, but I definitely like the space. It's really cozy up here. And then you have a deck as well. These are the laned home options that we're gonna have a peek at now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different lane homes. We're not gonna look at them all, but I'm just gonna show you what you get here in Rangeview for a laned home option. This price point is good for first-time home buyers. Laned homes like this aren't massive or bigger anyways, like the front garage options, but it does get you into a detached home at a entry-level price. So let's go in and take a look at these. So this laned home is called the Alexander. It's by Homes by Avi, and we're looking at 1,472 square feet with 4 beds and 3.5 baths. So coming in here right off the main entrance, you got a little area to take your shoes or your cowboy boots off. There's a decent sized closet right here. And then you're in the living room here right away. I will say that this model is definitely one of the smaller ones, coming in at just under 1,500 square feet. So you are gonna feel like you're right on top of other people being in this house. It's not huge, but as a first-time home buyer buying a detached home, it's better than a condo. This is the living room area. You got a little fireplace here with a mantle and a little niche to put your TV in. It's not a bad layout. It is pretty functional. You got a decent amount of width here, so you're not feeling like when you're watching TV, you're a couple feet away from your TV. There's some good distance between the couch and the TV, so that's very important. And then at the center of the home, you got this huge island right smack in the middle. This is the kitchen area. You got a gas range. They got a little pantry here with a glass door This island, I would have preferred maybe it being a little bit smaller just because this isn't a humongous house. So you don't have as much room here to get from one end of the house to the back of the house. Right at the back of the home, you have the dining room area. There's a little chandelier here. It's a good sized dining area. You got a decent sized window looking to your backyard. This is a laned home, so your backyard is gonna have the garage in the back of the home. Right at the rear exit of the house here, you have some built-in shelving units right here. I definitely like this, especially if you have kids. It gives some good separation for each one, so there's no fighting. They know whose gloves are who or whose jacket's what. And then you got a two-piece bathroom right here. I'll save the upstairs for the end. Let's go down to the basement now. It looks like there is a basement suite in here. So coming into the suite now, you got the kitchen on the right. It's like a galley style kitchen. It's not massive, but it's a little tiny suite, so what do you expect, right? And then here's your living room area. There's a little nook here with some built-ins for the TV. And then let's see what's behind this closet. Oh, so you got a stackable washer and dryer. And then at the back here, you have a bedroom. It's not a massive bedroom, but it definitely works. Full-size bathroom, decent sized bathroom. Now, if you're a first-time home buyer and you're really looking for a mortgage helper, this would definitely be a good option because you could have someone, you can rent out this basement to a student or a single person, maybe a couple. It is kind of tiny down here, but you can rent this out and help with your mortgage, get that equity going. So then a few years down the road, you can upgrade to a bigger house and then maybe save this as a rental and then rent out the top and rent out the bottom suite as well. There's also a side door right here too, so separate entrance for the tenant. Let's head up to the top floor now. So right at the back of the house, you got two bedrooms. Here's bedroom number one. It's not that big of a bedroom, but if you have little kids, it's gonna work. It'll be a decent size. And then bedroom number two now. Here's bedroom number two, same size bedroom. The windows aren't that bad, but keep in mind, this is a starter home, so you're not gonna get anything too extravagant. And then we have the washer and dryer upstairs, stackable washer and dryer in the closet. And then you have a full-size bathroom. So there is no bonus room up here either. Like I said, this is one of the smaller homes that we're looking at today. The square footage is gonna be really shrunken and you're not gonna get these little extra spacious areas that a lot of the homes we look at normally have. And then here's the primary bedroom now. The primary bedroom is actually a pretty good size. I'm liking the big window in here. That's nice. You got the walk-in closet here too. It's a really good size walk-in closet. I liked how they have a window in the walk-in closet as well, letting in that natural light. And then here's your standard full-size bathroom, single vanity built in with your shower head and your tub. This laned home option is called the Sasha. It is by Homes by Avi. We're looking at 1,536 square feet with 4 beds and 3.5 baths. Let's take a look. So coming in off of the front door, there's a little area to take your shoes off, a little closet here for all your cowboy boots and your shoes. You're hit with the living room right away. It's a decent sized living room. If this wasn't a show home, this would obviously be covered because that goes to the other show home. The one thing that I don't quite like about this layout is that it feels like it would be a little bit awkward to put a TV somewhere. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. There's a little nook here right off to the side. There's not that much privacy, but I like how this little wall creates this separate space that you can get some work done if you need to quickly without feeling removed from the rest of the house. In the middle of the home here, this is the dining room area. They have a little circular 4-seater table set up here with a pretty modern looking chandelier. At the back of the house now, the island's not huge, but I definitely like that because this is in a massive house, and so I don't want the island taking up the whole floor. So at least you have, because it's smaller, at least you have room to walk around. The sink is actually at the back of the house here looking to the backyard and to the garage. I do like that because when you're doing the dishes, you can still watch your kids outside in the backyard or your dog or your husband cutting the grass. We got blue cabinetry in this one. I don't know how well that would age, but it's got a very light and warm feel to it in here. There's no built-ins back here, but they have a little feature wall to the back and this interesting looking hanger up here too. There's a deck at the back of the house, and then you have a 2-piece bathroom right there. We'll save the top floor to the end. So the basement is developed down here. Looks like we got 538 square feet down in this development. This is not suited down here, which is nice because it's not a massive home up above. So having this additional space down below is pretty cool too. So you have the bedroom right at the back. There's one bed down here, not a huge window. There's actually a walk-in closet down here, which is nice because all your extra clothes can go in there that you don't use anymore, but never want to throw out, if you know what I mean. And then there's this little hallway here. There's enough nook here to put a shelving unit right there. There's a full-size bathroom down here as well. I'm liking the gold fixtures. Those are pretty nice. And then what's behind here? That's just storage underneath the stairs. This is your rec room area. This is actually really nice down here. There's no window whatsoever, which isn't a horrible thing because you could certainly use this as a movie room, but you have like big wall to put a TV. They have a small TV here, but I'd put a massive TV on this wall if this was my rec room. And then you have your nice big wall to put a couch or a sectional. You can do a lot of stuff in this room. And got a nice little wine fridge too. So this would be a good room for watching a movie or for entertaining. Looks like they have popcorn here too. I don't know if that popcorn's real or fake. I'm not gonna test it. So we'll head on upstairs now. And right now, while I'm filming this video, a lot of builders and a lot of the communities are offering a lot of incentives because the market's not as hot as what it was 6-7 months ago. So a lot of the times they'll either throw in a basement development for free, like the one we just saw, or if you're getting a laned home, they'll throw in the garage for free. So it's an either kind of thing, which is kind of nice because 6-7 months ago, if you were buying a brand new home, there'd be no incentives like that. So that's like $20,000-$30,000 worth of incentives right there. Just a little food for thought. And then up here, as soon as you come up the stairs, you're hit with a bonus room right away. It's a good sized bonus room. You can put a full couch here and a TV as well. I'm digging the accent walls and the coloring that they do in this model. You got stackable washer and dryer, full-size bathroom right here. And at the back of the home, you got 2 bedrooms. Here's bedroom number 1. This bedroom is definitely pretty tiny, but it'll still work for a small kid. And bedroom number 2 is not huge either, but if you want to use it as a bedroom for a smaller child or for an office, that would definitely work too. Now heading over to the primary bedroom. Let's see. It's a good sized primary bedroom. I'm liking the accent wall at the back. The lighting's nice in here. 2 decent sized windows. They're not huge. I think I would have preferred just one big window in here just to get in some more natural light coming in. You got a walk-in closet. It's not really that walkable. You can kind of walk into it, but it's barely a walk-in closet. And then the ensuite now, you got the 1 single vanity and then the stand-up shower, which I like because I'm not a bath guy. I'm pretty tall, so I don't really fit in baths. So this laned home is called the Douglas. It's 1,914 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. And this one actually has 3 floors. So definitely want to check this one out. So coming in off of the main door here, there's a little area to take your shoes off like usual, and this one actually has a decent sized closet. This living room now is actually open to above, so you're looking at probably 20-foot ceilings here in this living room. Nice fireplace, a little ledge to put a TV or whatever you want to do with that. Definitely liking the style of this living room. Off to the side here, you have a little office area. It's not massive, but it's a little separate area that you can go escape and get some work done if you need to. Or you could also use it as a doggy room and maybe put a gate right here or something like that. The middle of the house has got a dining room area, decent sized dining room, nothing too huge. And then on this wall, they have some built-ins. I don't think the built-ins stay here because this is the show home. So they just kind of set up for brochures and whatnot. Here's the kitchen now. I'm liking the coloring in this kitchen. It's got like a earthy, dark vibe to it, and the stone on the countertops too is really nice. Modern appliances, definitely like those. At the back of the house here, you got a 2-piece bathroom and some more built-ins right here. Their sales office is in the back of this house, so we won't go back there right now. So the basement is not finished in this house, so we'll head on up. We got a lot of floors to scale anyways. So as soon as you come up the first flight of stairs, you kind of got options here. You can either go right, which goes to your bonus room, or left, which goes to your private laundry area. They got some built-ins going on right here with some lighting below. I like that. There's some cabinets right here. And then you have your laundry room with an oversized washer and dryer. Not too bad. And then now this is your bonus room area. I like this. Love that this is just an extra area to hang out and chill. They got a TV set up here and you can look down to below as well. I love these layouts. I know a few builders in the city do this option where the second floor is open to below and they have the third floor for these laned homes. I always like these ones because they're just super unique, you know what I mean? They're just not your standard cookie cutter 2-story house. And then this is actually the primary bedroom right here. Good sized primary bedroom. It's not massive. They got a feature wall going on. This window's not that big. There is a walk-in closet right here. It's not massive, but still a walk-in. And then you have your primary ensuite with a single vanity and the stand-up shower. This is definitely a 1-person bathroom. You wouldn't be able to fit 2 people in there, so that could possibly cause some fights. And then we'll head up to the 3rd floor now. I'm guessing that they have some more bedrooms up here. Let's see. So we'll go to the front of the house first. So here's bedroom number 2. It's a decent sized bedroom actually. Not huge, but it's still okay. Let's check the closet space. Okay, decent sized closet. And then at the back of the house now, you have decent sized bathroom in here actually with a dual vanity, which is nice, especially if you have kids, they can both brush their teeth at the same time. And then here's the 3rd bedroom, which is also pretty big too. And not only that, they have a full-on balcony up here as well. And it's not just a Juliet balcony, you can walk out onto this balcony. So that's pretty cool. I like that. All right, this guy that we're looking at right now is a townhouse. They actually call it a street town. So here's the back of the home. So this is the laneway, and the garages are already built with these guys, and looks like the fencing is up as well. So the nice part about the street town is that the main floor is on the 1st level. Typically with the townhouses here in Calgary, you have your garage, which is attached to the house, which is nice for colder weather, but the garage is on the main floor and you have to walk up a bunch of stairs to get to your main floor. But with these street towns, the main floor is on the 1st level. So if you don't like stairs that much, this might be a better option for the townhouses. This townhouse is by Bay West Homes, and this model is called the Violet. My daughter is named Violet, so I definitely won't forget the name of this show home. Let's go in and have a peek. So this show home is a end unit. So you just have one person on the one side and not on the other side. These guys are 1,349 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. So as soon as you come in, you got this little area to take your shoes off, closet right at the front door. You're hit with the living room right away. You got 2 windows here letting in some natural light. They're not massive, but they're decent. I don't really see a good spot to put a TV in here because you have this one wall, but it's just not that big. So it might be a little bit awkward putting a TV in this living room, but it's still a decent sized living room. At the center of the home now, you have the dining room table. Because this is a end unit, you do have a window on one side, so you get more natural light on the end unit. At the back of the home now, you have a kitchen with a good size island. Nothing too fancy in here, but I like the just simple black and white. Looks nice and fresh. Got a big window at the back of the house. These townhouses do come for the price. They do come with the garage in the back of the home and the fencing done as well. So that's nice. The only thing that you'd have to do is the landscaping in the back. But for the price point that they're at currently, that's a pretty good deal. And they've actually just lowered their pricing on this. And because we're kind of slowly creeping into the end of the year, builders are hungry to move some product. And because Calgary hasn't been as hot as what it was this time last year, I've heard of builders reducing their price like 30, 50 grand. So all it takes sometimes is just working with the right realtor and putting in an offer on the place and getting the ball rolling. And you never know what kind of deal you're gonna get right now, because those builders out there, I'm telling you guys that they're hungry to move products. So now's a good time to pounce on something if you've been waiting for a little while to buy a brand new home, let me tell you. So at the back of the home, you have, looks like a closet back here. There's no bathroom back here, but that's okay. Little doorway to get to the back of your house. I don't see a bathroom on this floor, which is actually, wait, there is a bathroom on this floor. It's just down a couple steps here. There's a 2-piece bathroom right here. It looks like this house has a finished basement. So we'll head on down, have a look at this. So you have a tiny little living room right here. Down this hallway now, that's your furnace room. And then they got a fax machine down here. And then there's a full-size bathroom. And then they got one bedroom down here as well. I'll have to double check for the pricing that they've given me if the basement is included in that price. But if it was, that'd be pretty sweet. So we'll head up to the top floor now, see what's going on up here. So no bonus room at the top here. We got 2 bedrooms in the back of the home. This is bedroom number 1. They got it set up as an office space right now, so you could use this as your office if you wanted to. Here's bedroom number 2. Doesn't look as big as the first bedroom, but it's an okay size, especially if you have small children. Full-size bathroom at the back here. Here's your laundry, couple washer and dryer. It's nice having the laundry up on the top floor. You don't have to walk up and down the stairs to get your laundry. And then here's the primary bedroom now. This primary bedroom is actually a pretty good size for a townhouse. I like the sizing of this. Doesn't look like it has a walk-in closet. So you got the double door closet right here. Decent sized closet, couple windows at the front, and then you have your ensuite right here with the single vanity and the stand-up shower. So let's get into the pricing now. So starting from the most expensive to the least expensive. So the Dahlia is the front garage home by Bay West. That one starts at $845,000. And the show home that we were in for that model actually sold, and that one sold for $980,000. The Lariat now by Daytona Homes, that was the other front garage model that we were in. That one starts at $792,000. And the model that we were in sold recently for $870,000. So with that starting point of $792,000, if you wanted to add that 3rd floor loft area, you're looking at an extra roughly about a $60,000 upgrade to do something like that. Now the laned home options, which are the ones that have the garage in the back of the house, all 3 of those options that we looked at are by Homes by Avi. The Douglas, which was the 3-story one, the one that I really liked, that one is starting at $638,000. So obviously with that price, $638,000 is not going to come with all the bells and whistles. So if you wanted to upgrade it to the max and have all the upgrades and the 3rd floor open to above and all that jazz, you're looking at around $750,000, give or take. The Sasha now, the Sasha is 1,523 square feet. And you're looking at $579,000 for that one plus GST. And the model that we looked at with all the upgrades, you're probably looking at around $660,000. The Alexis, I think that they must have just recently changed the name. So the name that I mentioned while we were doing the tour is different than the brochure, but that's the smallest laned home that we looked at today at just under 1,500 square feet. That one is starting at $575,000 plus GST. And with all the upgrades and the suite in the basement, you're looking closer to $700,000. And finally, last but not least, the townhouse. These townhouses are also by Bay West Homes. And you're looking at, so the N unit, the one that we toured, you're looking at $549,000 for that one. And then if you want an interior unit, you're looking at $521,000. So that pricing doesn't come with the finished basement, but because they are a street townhouse, there is no condo fees with these townhouses. If you liked how unique this community is, check out this community right here. I think you're gonna like it.